This is the first bullish MACD histogram Onyxcoin just printed after 42 weeks of printing bearish MACD histogram. I think something has triggered, and if you guys are paying attention as well, the MACD line, which is the blue line right here, just crossed above the zero line, which is the orange color line you're seeing, which is a sign that the bulls are gradually returning to the Onyxcoin market. Now, my name is Isaac. For those new to this channel, you're welcome. Happy New Year to you all, and welcome to today's Onyxcoin video. Now, if you guys are paying attention as well, on the 4-hour time frame, I specifically drew you guys attention to this range for Onyxcoin in the previous video, and I specifically told you guys the moment Onyxcoin is retesting this range low, we should expect to get a bounce to the upside. So we came to the range low, swept the previous low, and then retested it as support before sending aggressively to take out the range high, you understand, which was previously acting as resistance. Now, even if we are to get an aggressive pullback, I think we are likely to get a bounce from here around 0.0049. But before then, let's check what the daily time frame is saying as well. Now, this is the Onyxcoin daily time frame. We just tapped into a significant resistance zone on the daily time frame for Onyxcoin. And if you're paying attention, the resistance zone is between 0.013 and also 0.010 zone. Onyxcoin is currently trading around 0.0123. So I won't be surprised if we get an outright rejection from here or consolidate in between this range for a while before retracing to the downside. I think a retrace is likely for Onyxcoin because the pump was super aggressive. Even if we were to get the retrace, it will just be for we to retrace into this territory and then get a bounce from there, finally take out this resistance, flip it into a support, and then send higher to the upside. So regardless of what happened, whether we get an outright retrace or we break above this resistance, the moment you guys are seeing Onyxcoin break and close above 0.013, then that is a sign that the bulls are now totally in control of Onyxcoin market. Now let's go back to the weekly time frame real quick. Now, if you are looking at the MACD, if you're looking at the MACD indicator for Onyxcoin on the weekly time frame, you would notice for more than 42 weeks we were just printing red MACD histogram. But this is the first time in 42 weeks we've printed a bullish MACD histogram. And if you guys are paying attention, the first time this MACD line, the blue line, crossed above the orange line was in November 2024. And if you guys are going back to November 2024 price action, you will notice that was when Onyxcoin exploded and took the entire market by surprise. Pay attention. Starting from November 2024, November 4th to be precise, was when the explosion began for Onyxcoin all the way to this high right here, around 0.0, all the way to 4 cents or 5 cents technically, depending on the exchange you're currently looking at the price. So yeah, that's that for that. I think this pump is going to be aggressive considering we are close to the explosive phase we all have been expecting. Quantitative tightening has already come to an end. We are already in Q1 2026. And like I've said countless times, Q1 and early Q2 2026 is likely to be a bullish quarter for Onyxcoin. The last time the MACD line crossed above the, the signal line, we exploded to the upside. Same thing just happened. The MACD line, which is the blue line, just crossed above the signal line, which is the orange line. So explosion is likely to continue. Yes, we might get a pullback because this is an obvious speculative surge, and speculative surge often leads to like a quick pullback, and especially in lower market cap like Onyxcoin. Let's even check what the market cap, the current market cap is seated. The current market cap is slightly below $400 million. Wow. We just shot to $455 million. Now, the current market cap for Onyxcoin is currently at $455 million with a trading volume of $223 million. Onyxcoin is once again taking the market by surprise. And I think I'm afraid if care is not taken, we might not get a pullback. My potential bidding zone for in the advent of a pullback would be around 0.0069 and also 0.0060 zone. That would be my potential bidding aggressive buy zone. As a matter of fact, I think I regret not buying Onyxcoin aggressively when we took out this range low we talked about in the previous video. I regret not going aggressively there. So even if we get a pullback to this zone 0.005 or 0.0069, I'm going to go massively all in this time around, considering the market sentiment. If you're even paying attention to the fear and greed index, we've now recovered aggressively. We are currently seated at 44%, indicating fear. Very, very close to the greed zone, the neutral zone, sorry. Now, today is January 6, 2026. Last month was extreme fear. Last week, extreme fear. Yesterday, we've recovered fear. And now we are closer to the neutral zone than before. Sooner or later, we should begin to see the entire cryptocurrency market head into the greed and extreme greed territory, which is when the massive explosion is going to begin. So congratulations if you held and also bought more Onyxcoin. If you paid attention to the previous analysis we did about this range low, I think that was the last video. We kept screaming, I think, countless times in our previous XCN video, mentioning this range for Onyxcoin. If you're here to like this video, please smash the like button, destroy the like button, share this video to friends and family. The major catalyst behind this pump is the utility anticipation by the investors, retail momentum, retail hype, and technical breakout, and aggressive buying activities from market makers, whales, and smart retail investors. XCN token stake has risen to $5.87 billion, and the current APY is 27.8% APY for staking your Onyxcoin on the Onyxcoin app. Now, this is the BTC price on the daily time frame. We're going to be sticking to the daily time frame in order to get a clear picture of what is really happening. Now, I told you guys in the previous video, the moment BTC is going above the 100k, flipping the 100k zone into a support, that is when I will flip very, very bullish on BTC and the entire market. We are currently trading around $93,331 on the BTC US Tether pair on the perpetual contract market. Now, the thing is, we just broke out of this range, which is the 92k range. We talked about this range obviously in our previous videos, and the 92k range, the 84k range, and the 82k range. So we are yet to take out the 82k liquidity. We still have liquidity there, so we are yet to take out that liquidity, and the market has like rallied to the upside. Now, I think two things is likely to happen here. It is either we form a deviation here, just like we've done before in the past. It's either we form a deviation just like we did in December 2025, and also, December 2025 to be precise, form a deviation and then get a rejection from there to the downside, which if we are getting that rejection, I won't be surprised if we tap into the 82k territory before rallying aggressively to take out the 100k, flip the 100k into a support, and then send BTC and the entire market to the moon. Now, this is my scenario number one. Now, the number two scenario here is we flipping this 92k, which we just broke out of, into a support, and then rally into 100k. 100k is definitely likely to act as a resistance. So I won't be surprised if we get a rejection from the 100k, retest the 100k once again. If the bulls are strong enough, if the market sentiment is bullish enough to favor the bulls, then we should expect to break out of the 100k, flip it into a support, and then rally to the upside. So the moment 100k is getting flipped as support, you all should flip bullish immediately, because it is an indication that price is about to begin to go aggressive to the upside. But I'm favoring more price move to the upside than a retrace to the 84 and 82k for BTC. I might be wrong, but fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. We are still waiting for the aggressive dump on the BTC dominance price. We are currently on the monthly time frame, by the way, because the last time we had a dump in 2017, altcoin market exploded. Same thing happened in 2021, altcoin market exploded. We are yet to get that aggressive dump for the BTC dominance. Now, the only bullish rally I'm expecting for this 2026 is the rally we are anticipating between Q1 2026 and Q2. Anything above that, the moment we are heading into June, July, we should expect an aggressive rejection, aggressive correction in the entire market. I think that is what is likely to mark the bear market until Q1 2027. I'm expecting 2027 all through to be a very, very bullish year for the entire market. This is the orders chart on the Monday time frame. I believe I've drawn you guys' attention to this chart countless times, and I think I've boldly told you guys the bottom is in for the entire altcoin market. By the way, the orders chart against the BTC pair is the ratio crypto total market cap excluding the top 10 cryptos and excluding BTC. Now, historically, this trend line has acted as support. That's why I call it a multi-year support trend line. It's a very significant trend line. The last time we retested it in 2017, altcoin market got a bounce and exploded. Same thing happened in 2019 when quantitative tightening came to an end, altcoin market exploded. Same thing happened in January 2021 before altcoin market finally exploding aggressively to the upside. The same signal is currently flashing before our very eye, and it saddens me that a lot of people are still sidelined waiting for the best entry. Sooner or later, you can wake up tomorrow and see an aggressive push to the upside because quantitative tightening has already come to an end. It came to an end last month, December 1st, 2025. And historically, when quantitative tightening comes to an end, marks the bottom of the entire market, which is what is already happening. The altcoin market is already in an aggressive recovering phase, outperforming BTC by far. Now, I won't be surprised if we get a bounce from here, this Q1 and Q2 2026, all the way to this resistance before retracing to test this zone, and then bottoming there once again before aggressively rallying into 2027. The moment we are getting this bounce, it is going to be very, very massive for altcoins. The bounce we've gotten so far, if you guys are paying attention to this candle, is almost insignificant, but the entire market has reacted to it massively. Pepe meme was the first meme coin that ignited the rally altcoins are currently following, and that was the same thing Pepe did in 2023. If you guys remembered, Pepe is up 64% in the last 7 days. So the entire market has recovered massively. Some are up 100%, some are up 200% already. And it all because of the slight bounce the orders chart got. Now imagine if the orders chart now moves aggressively from this zone aggressively to the upside all the way to this territory. Then the market is going to be in an aggressive, explosive phase. Now that will be all for now in this video. As always, my name is Isaac. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Peace out.